everyone, Carson here, and in today's video I am going to be reviewing iPage, which is a website hosting provider. Now before we get into this video, just a reminder that at if any point in this video you are enjoying my content and you want to see more of me, head down, leave a like, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell because I upload a lot of videos and you can always watch other reviews and content by me. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now I have reviewed a lot of hosting websites, now I mean a lot, so I actually have a comprehensive list of them and I have formatted and I have ordered that list so I know the best of the best. So before we get into this review, if you do want to check out my review of the best hosting websites in 2021, go ahead and head down to the description where I have that review linked. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get into the review. Now iPage does provide website hosting, and because of that I thought I would go ahead and review iPage and cover the pros and cons and go ahead and tell you where they roughly fall on my list of the best hosting providers, and if they are even a good hosting provider worth buying services from. Now iPage is overall a decent website host, but they are missing a few key features and they do have a few key problems which really put them lower on the list for the TLDR. If you want to hear more specifics though, just stick around because I'm going to cover those right now. Now one nice feature which iPage does offer is they do give a free easy to use website builder with their plans. So if you're not into using something like WordPress and you want to use their custom website builder, they do offer a pretty nice one with all of their plans, so that is always a benefit. Other website hosts offer this as well, but I do think that iPage is pretty good on that feature. Their uptime is pretty decent and their customer service is okay as well. I'm not going to really complain about their customer service because unlike certain companies which rank really low on my list, they don't have any blaring issues when it comes to customer service and stuff like that. They also do offer a money back guarantee, which is always a good thing to remember and to consider before buying a website hosting plan with any hosting company. Because if the company you buy with doesn't offer a good money back guarantee and you're not satisfied with their service, you just lost out on potentially a lot of money. So this is always something I recommend people research before buying their first hosting plan, because a lot of times you might not like the first website you go with unless it's a super good website, and you might end up wanting to switch. And if you do, you ideally want to get your money back. Having covered all the pros though, I do want to get into the cons because I feel like these are very important, especially with iPage. If I'm being honest, I think they have some very blatant, blaring issues which they do need to resolve, and these issues can really affect people if they are buying a hosting plan from this website. Starting out with one of the biggest issues in my opinion is they don't offer any month-to-month deals. For example, the cheapest you can get their plan for is around $199 per month, and this is actually a decent amount. It's not as cheap as some places like Hostinger, which provide probably even better service at around 99 cents a month, but it is still a good deal in general. The problem comes into the fact that you are not physically able to buy month per month or pay month per month even if you wanted to. And the prices do go up obviously with the shorter plans, but the shortest plan they offer is a 12-month plan, which is around a 1-year plan. So you're going to be paying for an entire year upfront, and there's no way you can get a month-by-month plan even if you wanted to. Now, a lot of startups and beginning businesses ideally will start off with a month-by-month plan and then later potentially upgrade it to a longer plan if they're wanting to, just because they're not entirely sure if their business is going to succeed yet. And iPage just does not offer this capability, which to me at least is a blaring issue with their service. Now, two more major problems I've noticed is they don't have any Windows-based servers. Their servers are entirely based on alternative software and platforms which aren't Windows. And a lot of times Windows can be pretty important for you if you're wanting to host a website, so that is something to consider if you do only know how to use Windows, or if you just aren't familiar with the alternatives. This can be a big downside to you. Now, the next problem I have noticed is they don't really have any cloud-based options, so if you are looking for cloud hosting, which is a very good service for some businesses, I definitely don't recommend iPage in that category because they don't even offer it. Another problem I've had with iPage when I reviewed their hosting plans, even though they claim to have a lot of unlimited features, it's a bit misleading because they actually have an encode count which won't let you exceed a certain amount of, let's say, databases, emails, or files. So even though they do claim to have some unlimited features, those features are definitely something in dispute. Now, 2 more final cons before I end this video, which I just do want to touch on. Number 1 being that their performance is kind of lacking. Out of all the hosting providers which I've tested, iPage isn't the best in the performance category. It's exceeded by leaps and bounds with companies like HostGator and other industry leaders. So you could definitely consider their performance to be lacking for a hosting provider. And the final con which I want to mention before I end this video is the fact that they do not offer very good backups, and they upsell it to you. Now, backups, in case you're not aware, are incredibly important for your website because if you lose that data, you might not ever get it back. And a lot of places will offer free weekly backups for your website, places like HostGator or Hostinger. But iPage doesn't really do that. You actually are getting upsold if you want their backup feature. So that is something to take into consideration. So overall, I really don't recommend iPage to a large majority of my customers. If you're looking for pretty cheap 3-year hosting, you can definitely consider going with iPage, but they are undoubtedly not my favorite, and I would put them pretty low on my list of hosting providers. Having said that though, if you do want to check out my favorite hosting providers of 2021, go ahead and head down to the description and check out my video review on those providers. Also, just a reminder that if you did like this review, remember, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post new content. Well, thanks for watching, till next time, and have a great day.